Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making Sunday dinner. What's on the menu today is we're gonna do some beef short ribs, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and potato salad and some white rice. I'm not gonna show you guys everything that I'm making. I'm gonna cook a few things because this was actually a cook along with Tiana. I Can Only Be Me. So I'm gonna show you the potato salad, the frying chicken, and how I do my beef ribs and the mac and cheese. But before we get started, I just want to say some things. I know we all are like facing some we in a like unfamiliar zone area, something going on with this corona. Here in New York, we are on lockdown. We can't go out. We can't do things. And I just don't want people to panic. You just gotta like relax, take it easy. I know it's hard. I know it's stressful, but um we gotta relax. We can't like overthink this and worry about it too much because it will drive you insane. So I just want to tell everybody to stay safe, be blessed, and try to like take this time to enjoy your family, get a hobby or read a book or history, something. Just try to keep your mind off of this crisis that's going on because you will worry yourself to death just thinking about everything because your mind can play tricks on you. So just remember that. Pray, read your Bible, talk to God, like get a better relationship with Him. Do what you have to do, but don't focus on this coronavirus stuff too much. With that being said, thank y'all, my subscribers, my new, my old subscribers, my family members, whatever. Thank you so much. And take this time to go watch some videos on YouTube. And there's a lot of great people out there that you can go and watch. Um, I want to say some of the people I watch, and please forgive me if I forget, but it's so many of them. But I just want to say, Tiana Only Be Me, the Chit Chat Queen, Soulful Tea, very good. If you like cooking and stuff like that, Tiana, Soulful Tea, Simply Lola. You got Miss Brenda D. She is very good. I love her. I love watching her. They also have Come On In with Miss Peggy. She is very good. I love watching her too. You have Mama Jones. It's a lot of them out there that you can go and watch and enjoy yourself and just sit back and have a good old time watching them cook and everything. So please support some of these channels and just go out there and watch and subscribe and like and share their videos. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can see when these videos are posted and everything. So with that said, here's my short ribs that I have, beef short ribs. I had them marinating. You can put whatever kind of seasoning you want. I put my seasoning on there. I got some onion, I got some garlic, and I got some green bell peppers in there. And we are gonna get them into our baking dish, and we're gonna bake them in the oven. So I'm just gonna place them in there. I'm gonna put some aluminum foil on there, and then we're gonna put them in an oven at 400 degrees, and we're gonna let them cook. Throughout the time, I'm gonna go back and forth showing you different things because this is a lot, and I don't want to make the video too long. So, but I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna put a clip in there at the end so you can see how the plate look. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. So now that I have it in a pan, I'm going to cover it up. You see the onions and green pepper and garlic on the top. We're going to cover it up. I put just a little water in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's down there. A little bit of water is in there. And we're going to cover this up with aluminum foil, and we're going to get it in the oven. Now I'll be back to show you how I cut up my potatoes for our potato salad. So we back with the potatoes. I'm only making a little bit of potato salad, so I'm gonna show you how to peel them and dice them up. So y'all know how to peel potatoes, but I just want to show you how you dice them up. Try not to get all of your try not to take all your potato off. We just want the skin off of the potato. And any black pieces, you take them off. So once we get this done, I'm going to show you how to dice it up, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And all we have to do is get them into a pot of water with some salt. I put my eggs in there while the potatoes is cooking. It's just to make the process go faster. And you make you want to make like a piece like this. The thickness is however big you want your potatoes to be. Some people like their potatoes to be thick. Some people don't like them too thick. So I say about this thick. And then you make like little planks like that. Planks like that. And then once you get this plank, you want to just make a little dice. It depends on how big or how small you want the potato. So then you just keep making the little dices like that. If that's too big for you, then you can make them smaller. If this is fine, then you make it like that. But you want to be consistent with your potato and the dicing, because they all need to cook at the same time. So if you have some that's bigger and some smaller, the smaller one's going to get done before the bigger ones. So you want to just make sure they all are the same size when you dicing them. And then we're going to get that into the water, because the starch will start getting brown on you if you don't put it in water. So I'm going to show you that one more time. We're going to just take it and make like a little plank, however big or small you want it. And then you're going to make dices. That one's kind of big, so I'm going to make it smaller. And you get in the water. So I'll be back when I peel the rest of these potatoes and get in the pot, and I'm gonna show you the next step. But make sure you got it in some cold water, not hot water or warm water, cold water, because you don't want to cook the potatoes. You just like rinsing them off to keep them from the oxidine in the potatoes from turning brown. So we be right back.
I started.
Okay, so now we have our potatoes all diced up. I put some eggs in there, and we got some water to cover the eggs. Now I'm gonna add the salt, probably about a teaspoon or two, because this is an important part not to skip, because you want your potatoes to be seasoned, and when it's really hard to get them seasoned after they're done. So this step right here, add salt to your water, because it'll make your potatoes taste better when you season the water. So now we're going to get this on, and once this start boiling, I'll come back and I'm going to show you how we're going to prepare the rest of the potato salad. And I already have my water on for my noodles for the macaroni and cheese. So be right back. So we are back. The water is boiling for our noodles, so I'm about to drop a 1 pound box of noodles into the boiling water, and I salted the water. So we're gonna get that in a pot, and then I'm gonna show you how I do my macaroni and cheese. A lot of people do their macaroni and cheese different. You do it how you want to do it, or if you don't know how to do it, this is one way you could do it. I also do it the other way where I make a cheese sauce, but this right here is like a little custard. This is how like my mom taught me how to do it, so I want to show you guys how I do it. So I just put 2 eggs. You're gonna get 2 eggs cracked up and beat up. We want to get that white part off if you can. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get it off, but you want to just get that. It's this white piece in there that you want to get off. I'm sorry, I'm going to use my hands, but my hands is clean. And then once you get that off, we're going to beat the eggs. Now, I use evaporated milk and half and half. You can use heavy cream. You can use regular milk. You can use 2% milk. Whatever milk you want to use, you can use. But I'm using these two. So, I'll open up that milk. I'm also going to get some, sorry, I don't want to be in the way, but I want to put some seasoning in there. Make sure we mix that up good. And you want to keep an eye on your noodles because you don't want your noodles to get all the way done. You want them a little al dente, still a little uncooked, because they're going to cook in the oven when you mix all these other ingredients with it. So you want to make sure you don't overcook your noodles. Should have got a bigger measuring cup, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna show you anyway. I'm gonna make sure we get all that in there. And when I drain, we're gonna wait because we need our pasta to get done. But when I drain my pasta, I'm going to put a whole stick of butter in the noodles, and then we're gonna I'm gonna have my cheese over here. I grated cheese. Let me just show you guys what cheese I like to use. I like to use the Cracker Barrel cheese, the extra sharp yellow or the white sharp. The reason why I like using this cheese is because sometimes the cheese in the bag, I mean, you could use that. I have used that, but sometimes the cheese in the bag, they put like potato flakes on there to keep the cheese to separate, because if you don't put those potato flakes on there, the cheese is gonna clunk up. So you see, when you shred your cheese, you notice how the cheese um it like keep coming together, so like this. So this is why they put potato flakes on those cheeses in a bag, so they won't do this. But I like to use this fresh Greatly cheese to make my macaroni and cheese. And this is Velveeta cheese. And I have three, I think this is 1 pound. Yeah, 8 ounces um, of sharp cheddar cheese. So I used three of these. One was the yellow, and then one was white. So as you can see, I got white cheese and I got yellow cheese. Now this may seem like a lot of cheese for one pan, but we like it cheesy, so you use as much or as little as you want. So I'm gonna strain my pasta, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys the next step. Okay, so now we have our noodles and they're still hot. Oops. And we're gonna get our butter in there. And you want to mix it up. Make sure all the noodles are covered with the butter. And it's okay if it don't melt all now. It's gonna melt once you get it in the oven, but we want to make sure that we get our noodles nice and buttered. And then we're gonna add our Velveeta cheese, because we want that to start kind of like melting a little bit. We're gonna mix it up really good. And like I said, don't worry, because this is all gonna melt down. So then I'm gonna get some, let's get some of our other cheese in there. And you can layer it. If you want to put one layer of noodles, then one layer of cheese, you could do that. It's all, it doesn't matter.
What kind of cheese is this?
Original. When if it don't look like enough cheese, add more. And of course we're gonna add some on the top, so. Now you could go in there with your hands if you want to, or not. You could use the spoon like I did, and you just want to mix it up. So now once that's mixed in there, we're gonna add our canned milk, our evaporated milk, and our eggs. Then we're gonna get our sour cream. And we're gonna add, I'm gonna say a half a cup. If you like more, you can add more. Half a cup of sour cream. And then we're gonna add the half and half. I do it this way so you can really get the sour cream mixed in there. Because if you don't, you're gonna probably have like a spot with sour cream. So if you mix it with the milk, either one, you could have mixed it with the canned milk or this way. I just choose to do it this way. It'll incorporate better. And you want to make sure you get enough milk to cover the top. You see what I mean about the sour cream? If we didn't mix it up like that, it would have been more chunkier, and so we don't want that. So we're going to add some more milk. There you go. Until it come up on the sides. And then we're going to mix it in.
This looks good.
Hear all that cheese? And once you get it incorporated like that, everything is mixed in. You can add black pepper down on the top if you want to, or if not, you'll be fine. Because remember, we put seasoning in there. I know some people do that. So now, get all that cheese in there. So now that we have the cheese, the milk in there, you want to make sure you have enough milk. This is enough milk. You see how it's coming up to the cheese? That's perfect. So now you want to go and then you want to add cheese on the top. Don't be stingy with the cheese either, because this is macaroni and cheese. I'm just saying. I have a few more pieces of Velveeta cheese in there. And you might have to put like another pan underneath this so this won't overflow. So you won't mess up your oven. It looked like a lot of cheese, but that's how you make your macaroni and cheese cheesy. You can't be cheap with the cheese. Okay, so now we got all the cheese on in there. We want to press it down. Clean off your edges because you don't want it to like burn. Now I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil, but not too tight where it take off the cheese off the top, but just enough to keep that heat in there so you can get all this cheese melted and creamy inside there. I'm going to check. I would say about half an hour on a 350 to 400, but definitely keep checking to see if it's all melted. Then take the aluminum foil off the top and then let it brown, and I'll be back to show you that. So we're back, and here go the beef ribs. They're not done. Just want to show you guys how they look. You see how they coming off the bone? You see the juice in the bottom? So we took a survey, and the kids don't want barbecue sauce. So I'm going to put a beef gravy on them. I am not making my own beef gravy today. I'm just going to use some canned Campbell's beef gravy. And we're going to pour it on there, and we're going to put it back in the oven for a little bit just to heat it up. And that's going to be it. And like I told you, we got a pot of white rice going on. So we're just going to throw that on there. Actually, I'm going to put 2 cans so we can have enough gravy for the rice. So once I get this in the oven, we're going to come back and do our potato salad. And then we're going to drop some chicken because I already got that heating up. The oil is heating up. And we're going to fry the chicken. And we almost home, y'all. So we're going to put some more. You know, you take the help when you can. If you don't feel like making gravy, there's some good gravies out there you can use. If you don't know how to make gravy, then use what they got out there. You could, of course, You could doctor it up and make it your own and add some seasonings and other stuff. But don't go crazy. If you can't do it or you don't have time, that's what cooking is all about. 50% or 40% store-bought and 60% homemade, or vice versa. Whatever you need to do to get you out the kitchen. You don't want to be in the kitchen all day cooking. Some people do like to do it. I ain't knocking nobody for doing it. I like to be in there sometimes, but not all the time. So I'm just trying to get the rest. And if you have beef broth, you can add some beef broth to the bottom of that and thin it out. But we're going to be fine. And I'm not going to stir too much because I know the meat is already falling off the bone, but I don't want to break it up too much. But this is all going to melt, and I'm going to show you how it come out. That was hot, y'all. All right, be right back. So we got our potatoes in the bowl. I'm adding a little bit of onions. That's all I like to put in there. I don't like a lot in my potato salad. Just a little bit of onions. And you see how small I got them chopped up? That's it. And we're going to put some onions in there. And then some sweet relish. But you got to drain your sweet relish because you don't want all that liquid in there off the sweet relish. So I'm draining it. I'm going to put some in a bowl. I'll show you guys. I had it draining over here on the side. And I don't have a lot of, so I'm putting that much because I don't have a lot of potatoes. So we're going to put the sweet relish in there. I'm going to add some, this is some salt-free seasoning. I just like to add that in there. I'm going to say for this amount, I'm doing yellow mustard. I'm going to put probably a teaspoon. You put as much as you want or as little. And then I'm going to put some of my house seasoning. Just a little bit. Remember, you don't want to put too much. Don't put a lot of salt because you put the salt in there from the potatoes when the potatoes was cooking. So and if you want to put pepper, whatever, onion powder, garlic powder, you put all that stuff in there. And so then here go my eggs. And so we're going to cut up some eggs. I'm going to show you how to do one. And then I'm going to do some off camera. Because you just dice them. Now you don't have to do it like this, but this is how I do it. And then just go across and then make little dices like this. You don't have to be perfect. We're gonna get another one I'll show you. So you slice down, then you go across, and then you go across this way. And that's how you make your little dices. Or if you just want to like crush them up with your hands or with a fork, you can do that too. And I like a lot of eggs in mine. So this is how I do it. I don't put salt in it, but today on the cook along with Tiana. I mean, not, excuse me, not salt, excuse me, sugar. I don't put sugar in mine, but she did, and I see a lot of people that do put sugar. So I'm gonna try a little bit of sugar. Not a lot, but I'm gonna try a little bit of sugar. You know, you could try different things. You never know, you might like it. You can't say you don't like something if you never tried it. Now, if I try it and I say, oh, I don't like it like that, then I know. So, I have 2 more eggs in there, but I ain't gonna bore y'all with cutting up. Actually, I got 3 more eggs with cutting up all them eggs. So, I'm gonna add the mayonnaise in there now. And you can use whatever kind of mayonnaise you like. I like Hellmann's mayonnaise, so I'm using Hellmann's. That's one thing I can't. I tried Duke's Hellmann's mayonnaise before, but I'm a Hellmann's person. I can't skimp on it. So I just put 2 big spoons. You want to start out with a little bit of mayonnaise and then you work your way with more because you don't want it too wet. You can always add, but you cannot take out. So now we're just going to start mixing. Don't try to break up your potatoes too much because you don't want mashed potato salad. Now, unless you like it that way. So, and everybody's different. Everybody likes theirs different. So I cannot say. Oh, I hope y'all can see that. So now this may be wet for some people, but I still have eggs I have to put in there. I just want to show you guys. So I'm gonna add the rest of my eggs, and I'll be back to show y'all the finished product. So here we are, you guys. I done took the beef short ribs out, and you can see they're still hot. We got our gravy in there. I was just basting some of the meat with it. These things are so tender that they're falling off the bone. Look how the bones is just separating off of them. And there go the gravy. And just like basting it. And these is done. These is done, y'all. I'm just going to take like some of that oil that's there. You just take your spoon and lightly take that up. And you should discard it. But you see how hot these are? These are beef short ribs. It smells so good. Now let's get ready to fry this chicken, y'all. So now we have some flour in here. This is all-purpose flour. You can use self-rising flour or whatever. We got some flour in here, and I'm gonna put some seasoning. And because I'm making lemon pepper wings, I'm gonna add some lemon pepper in here as well. And we're gonna get some paprika in there too. And we're gonna mix that. You got that mixed up. And then you have your seasoned flour right there. Now we're gonna start adding some chicken. I already have my chicken marinated. I'm gonna show you guys. Let's close this up for a minute. Remember I told you I was doing the party wings. So this is my chicken and it's all marinated. And these is just the wings, the party wings, the drumettes and the flats. So we're gonna get some of those into our flour. And then we're gonna start frying chicken. Don't put too many of them in there at a time. And my oil has been preheating, and we're gonna check it right now. Let me see if we're ready. Yep, we're ready to fry. So we're gonna get the lid on there. And we're gonna shake this up to batter the chicken. And as soon as the oil get hot, we're gonna start frying. So, okay, so now we're gonna start adding our chicken into the oil. That wasn't hot enough, but it's getting there. There you go. You don't want to overcrowd the pot, but you want to, because you want to make sure you keep your oil hot at that 350 temperature. Let me get some more in there. So that's about a good amount that's in there. Now we're going to let those fry up. And when it's time to flip them over and take them out, I'm going to be back to show you. So we're going to take the chicken out. See how crispy that is and brown? And then we're gonna get some more chicken in there. I got my macaroni and cheese out. I'm gonna show y'all that in a minute. And then we finish this meal. And I'm gonna show you how we plate it up. Look how crispy that chicken is. Nice and brown. Yeah. There go the fried chicken. And there go the macaroni and cheese. All brown and cheesy. When I come back, oh, let me show you I'm gonna show you the collard greens and the rest of the stuff. The collard greens are ready. That's the smoked turkey necks and just straight up collard greens. There's not a lot, only like 2 bundles because not everybody likes to eat collard greens. So now I'm gonna make the plate.